Okay, we are on Eduyot, Perak Aleph Mishnah Tet. The reason I get confused is because there are so many different topics. So here we're talking about Ma'aser Sheini, and this Mishnah and the next Mishnah are from Masechet Ma'aser Sheini, Perak Bet, Mishnah Chet and Tet. But we're on Eduyot Aleph Mishnah Tet. And so as I mentioned before, many times, a number of times, these Mishnayot in Eduyot are basically copied over from different Masechtot all around Shas. So we're going to talk about Poret Sela mimaot Ma'aser Sheini. Okay, Poret Sela. What happens is, what's Ma'aser Sheini? Ma'aser Sheini is the produce of the second, third, fifth, and sixth years of the produce cycle of the 7-year Shemitah cycle. And that's a tenth of the produce that the person has to designate and take to, and eat in Yerushalayim. That's Ma'aser Sheini. And the way you would do it is either you have an orange orchard, you could bring all the oranges if you want, or you could transfer the money, you could transfer it onto prutot, which are nechoshet, and then bring the prutot to Yerushalayim. That's the prutot was like the basic currency. They had the most simple currency. And then you could take that money to Yerushalayim. Now, of course, if a person had like an orange orchard and every time he took off Ma'aser Sheini from a tree, he would transfer the value of that Ma'aser Sheini to a small amount. But then what he wants to do is combine that money into larger denominations and bring them to Yerushalayim, and then bring that money. He doesn't want to bring all these coins, all these prutot to Yerushalayim. So he would combine 192 prutot are a dinar, 4 dinars are a selah, 2 dinars are a shekel, each shekel is a selah. You just look it up. I have it on. I actually got this from my old document from the Dropbox. Masechet Ma'aser Sheini. Okay, so he would take 192 times 4 is a selah. That's 700. You do the math. Almost 800 prutot, and he would change it into a selah. And when he got to Yerushalayim, that's the problem, because if you have to go to Yerushalayim, the money changer thing must be crazy. When you get to Yerushalayim, the rates of exchange probably went up in Yerushalayim, and you would never get 192. You would never get 192 per dinar. They would give you 190 or 180. So you're losing money that belongs to Ma'aser Sheini. So the Mishnah says, "Apareit sela mimaot Ma'aser Sheini." If you're going to lifrot, to exchange a sela of ma'ot Ma'aser Sheini, so meaning mishi yesh lo ma'ot nechoshet shel Ma'aser Sheini. You have prutot, you have copper prutot of Ma'aser Sheini. Ubala partam, you want to exchange them, i.e., to besela kesef. You want to exchange however many of them with a selah, lahalot Yerushalayim. Who wants to carry, like, basically you have nickels. You're exchanging every orange that is worth, I don't know, 25 cents. You bring in quarters. You don't want to, who wants to schlep quarters to Yerushalayim? So you want to change it for a $100 bill. But when you get to Yerushalayim with your $100 bill, which is your selah kesef, so the money changer is going to go $100 bill. That's going to cost you money. The rate is high. So Beit Shammai says, "V'chol haselama." You can do the whole thing. Ubeit Hillel Beit Hillel says, "B'shekel kesef, ub'shekel ma'od." Beit Shammai says, let's go back to our little. This is exactly, once you see it, it's fine. The entire selah, meaning the whole selah, you could do the whole thing in ma'od. Beit Hillel says no. A shekel, half of the selah, is kesef, silver, and half are ma'od. Bartanura. Hillel says lo yivrot el chetzion. You should take half of them. You should exchange half. You'll need these copper prutot because people bought things in quarters. They bought things in small denominations. If everyone runs to exchange money back into purchasable money, then these prutot will become more expensive. So therefore, you'll lose Ma'aser Sheini. Half you should bring in the prutot, in the copper prutot, and the other half, ukshich lub yifrod bekesef. If you had then you can change the others half, and that's what Beit Hillel says, half shekel kesef and half ma'od. Next case, Rabbi Meir Omer, ein mechalalim kesef upeirot al kesef. So this is all based on the fact that, let's say I already have a shekel, and I want to take 2 shekels and make them into a selah. So Chazal said you're not allowed to do that. You can't exchange money for money. You can only exchange prutot in a choshet for money. But what happens if I have fruit and a shekel? So can I combine the fruit and a shekel to get a selah in order to bring the largest denomination I can and carry the least I want? So Rabbi Meir says no. Ein mechalinin kesef upeirot al kesef. Since I can't exchange money for money, I want to cheat. I want to take money and peirot and transfer those onto money. You can't do that because in the end what you're doing is transferring money for money. Okay? Mishneh shel chatzi dinar kesef shel ma'aser. Upeirot shel ma'aser shavim chatzi dinar. You can't transfer fruit plus money on money. Chachamim say, no, you can. Money and fruit you could do on money. So that's what the Martinur says. If you include fruit, tzeruf, including fruit in this case, since you only have half a dinar of kesef. Stop and dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman.